Southampton nicked a draw. Did they nick a draw? No. Arsenal 3. Top of the table, Arsenal 3. Southampton, bottom of the table. 27 goals scored all season, 4 against Arsenal. That's 1-6 for their goals. In fact, 1-6 for their goals scored against Arsenal. Cool. We haven't beaten Southampton all season. Bigger fish to fry, thrown 3 cups away. Rallied at the end. They showed a bit of heart, passion. Cool. We started playing in the 83rd minute. Cool. Fantastic. Starting 11. Zinchenko straight back in. Vieira. Cool. Jesus, anonymous. Saka dropping a stinker. But don't matter. Star boy gets a pass. Scored again. 3 draws on the spin, my friend. That fish is looking like it's moldy, bruv. What are you saying?
Last week, I told you to get your reservations for the Heartbreak Hotel. And this week, I'm taking it back to all my 80s babies, Duran. Save a prayer for me because you need all the prayer you can get right now because this team is absolutely done. D-O-N-E. Like the fish that we were supposed to fry. This is done. We completely blew this thing, Lee. We completely blew it. A calendar year ago, we were almost in the same situation on the other side of the table here. We were going for the Champions League qualifications, and we had points on the board. That's what you heard. Points on the board, points on the board. We got points on the board.
It was all in our hands.
Yep, all in our hands. You know, and what happened is the same exact thing with the same exact manager. 5th place, 8th place, and 8th place in the strong 2nd place. What does that correlate to you, Lee? There's not much anything going on over here at this football club, man. This is fool's goal of the highest quality. The last 10 minutes of that game, you've got people thinking that we fought and we battled. Buddy, if that's what you call fighting and battling, then you need to be ashamed of yourself. You should have been fighting just like Southampton did in that first 30 seconds of this game. They came out.
Pressure. We got pressure. Oh, the pressure. It's a young squad. Okay, Southampton are fighting to stay in the league, mate.
Yeah.
Fight to stay in the league.
In the
league. That's pressure as well, yeah? And they'd come to the Emirates and scored the most goals against us this season of any other team other than Man City.
Yep. This is why I told people earlier this week, I said, we don't be surprised now. You know, we struggled with Southampton. We had trouble with them, you know. And people, we're gonna blow it up, you know. But I told
Theo
people,
Walcott dunked on us, yeah, cool,
yeah.
Theo left how many years ago? Played for Everton in between, bro.
Hey man, he felt so bad.
He scored home and away, by the way. He scored home and away against us this season.
Yeah, he scored home and away. And for those who don't know, I still say he was a better striker than Eddie Nketiah. And I'll go to the grave on that because he scored over 100 goals.
And he don't even know whether he's a striker or a fucking winger. He's confused, bruv. Yeah. He's only gone seconds, bruv. Yeah? The man's confused, bruv. Yeah. But I'll tell you something, yeah. That B-Tech Lewis Hamilton, yeah. He was their best player tonight, other than the Lavia, who dominated midfield. He was quality tonight, Theo. Yeah. The one thing I will say, he should fucking I shouldn't have sworn. He should feel ashamed of himself. He didn't celebrate that goal. You are playing for Southampton. You have left Arsenal, gone to Everton, now Southampton. You've scored. You're paid by Southampton. Why are you not celebrating?
Because he knows that trophy.
This weak mentality, bro. Yeah, maybe he didn't want it. Maybe because he was number 14 and he bagged over 100 goals for Arsenal, top 15 or 20 in our history. Yeah. Right. Maybe he looked at the 14 on our bench, and thought, you know what? Yeah, let me not show this guy up too much. Yeah.
And before
he should have done the Eddie celebration.
And before somebody gets me in the chat, I don't think he scored 100 goals if I can remember. I can't remember exactly how many goals he scored, but I know
he's got over 100 goals for us.
It was over 100. Okay, I thought it was over 100.
I think he's pretty level with Van Persie and Bergkamp and that. Yeah.
Okay. He scored a lot of he scored a lot of goals when he was here. But yeah, you know, he comes to the Emirates. He scores tonight. Alcatraz gets that goal. And then you saw the third goal, which was
Alcatraz.
That's what we need to send the team. We need to send the team to Alcatraz with that kind of performance.
Hey, that's the fan cam title right there. Send the team to Alcatraz.
Let them stay out there, man. But I mean, Lee, it has to stop. And unfortunately, it's not, because we're getting ready to play a team that just decimated Bayern Munich. I want you to understand that. They decimated Bayern Munich. Decimated. I mean, took apart a European powerhouse and we're getting ready to go down there to the Etihad, a place where we have not won a game. We have not won. I can't remember when Jez said it. I think it was Jez was 2010 or 2011.
2014, 15.
No, that was FA Cup. That was FA Cup. We're talking about in the Premier League. We hadn't won it down in the Premier League.
That was 17. That was 17.
Okay. Yeah, so it's been a minute.
Yeah,
somebody tell us in the chat. Yeah, somebody tell us in the chat. Let us know. It's been a while. It's been a while, Lee. And then you expect this manager
tweeting out his face, smiling and all that after we drop points again, tweeting, trolling. Yeah. But you know what? My man scored 48 goals this season. He can do what the hell he wants.
He's gonna score. He's gonna score extra few more on Wednesday. We're just not there, Lee. We're not there. We're not there.
Well, what do you put this down to, Matty?
I put this down.
What do you put it down to the manager? Do you put it down to the players? Do you put it down to Edu? Do you put it down to the Cronkies? Do you put it down to the fans? Or is it a mix of everything? Because let's be real. Last season, we bottled top 4 with 3 games to go. 4 points clear. This season, we were 8 points clear. Edu's sitting there in July saying we have to win the titles now. Arteta sitting there before West Ham saying, I actually thought we're title challenge this season. So the club actually thought they were title challenge, or it's just lip service, But when the chips are down, different sets of players, different sets of managers, coaching staff, hierarchy and all that, same result, bro. We've seen this movie unfold 19 times in a row. Yeah,
this is year 4, Lee. I said it last week. This is year 4 going on 5.
$500 million.
Yeah, $500 million. The whole brass, all of them need to resign, man. They can't do their jobs, or they can't do them efficiently. They need to be moved on. It's time to end the madness. It is time to end it, Lee. I'm sorry. It is time to have a funeral on this brigade. It is time for them to go. And people got to face the facts that Arteta's will be giving more money than I ever seen Arsene Wenger get. I've never seen Wenger get that kind of money and to spend. Never in my life.
It's interesting to know how much Arsene Wenger actually spent, because I don't know the exact figure.
Yeah, nobody ever know. Yeah, we'll never know. But he didn't spend much in 16 no outfield players, but that's a different ball game. That's a whole other discussion.
Eduardo breaks his leg and that. No.
Yeah, that's a whole nother discussion there. But this entire thing is just chalked up to this regime. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again, man. Edu left us high and dry and naked in January. We did not get what we needed. I mean, Trossard, who, by the way, while it's on my mind, Trossard should have been starting all 3 of these games that we've played. Trossard has by far been one of the best signings that we have ever made at this football club. Yep, and I know somebody's gonna say ever, ever, because he was the one that got all of that started there in that last little bit of the game. Trossard should have been on that pitch starting to finish it. Lee, I told you this last week off camera. I told you this. I said I would have left it like it was and let Jesus come off the bench. And we were just, because it was working. What was working was working. And then Arteta decided he had to go into his bag of stubbornness and stick with the same thing. And he's been doing it week in and week out. And it's been 3 straight draws. When you get 3 straight draws, Lee Gunner, that means that you are in a run of form. That means something is not working.
How do you pick that up going against a big blue shark?
Yeah.
How do you pick that up, bro? The confidence is on the floor.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, what are you going to play? What are you going to play? Are y'all going to be doing the Poznan at practice on Monday? I mean, what's going on? I mean, we're at this stage now where either they're going to have to do it themselves, which, like you said, I mean, they're down in the dumps. You can look at these players. You can look at our fan base. Look at our fan base today before the game out in the crowd. Oh, second place. Well, I've been hearing that for the last 4 days. Second place is this outstanding, etc. We were, that's just the mentality that's holding this football club back.
Bro, do you think AC Milan and Inter Milan are sitting there going, even if we lose this semi-final, we're overachieving. 2007 was the last time AC Milan got to a Champions League semi. Do you think their fans are sitting there going, we're overachieving, even if we get to the final and don't win it, it's an over? No.
Hey, man.
Ibrahimovic in the dressing room, for God's sake. Man's sitting there saying, we must win this. We must win this.
Yeah.
Find a way. Bro, they found a way against Napoli.
Yeah.
Find a way.
Look at go ask Oliver Kahn. if that was successful last week.
Bro, my man might be sacked, you know.
I was getting ready to say he's going to be fired next week.
Bro, they
They're
sent
going
him
to
on a
dump him out the
training
door.
course to learn his job at university. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sent him on a college course, a university course, and they're going to sack him.
Yeah.
Why? Because it's failure. Don Carlo Ancelotti, if you do not win the Champions League and the Copa del Rey, or even if you win both, guess what, mate? You ain't going to be the manager next season. Do you know why? Because you didn't win the league.
Did not win
That's
the league.
Standards, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's accountable at Arsenal?
Nobody. Not one person.
Bukayo Saka, why is he dropping 3 stinkers in a row? I guarantee he plays for Wednesday. Where's the accountability? Bro, Sky Sports are peddling out that Rob Holding's the reason he's dropping stinkers. Yeah, guess what? I'm lying. Saka, last 8 games last season, stinkers. Stinkers. What did he do last 8 games last season? Why is everyone shocked that he's having a stinker in the last 8 games? Because at this point of a season, he is physically and mentally knackered.
Yeah.
Why? Because you've overplayed him all season. Yeah.
Yeah. Not only him.
You didn't get a backup that's good enough to put him there.
Yeah. Not only him.
Let Pepe leave. Yeah. You ain't played. And Jesus Call has been injured. Yeah. But you could play Martinelli there.
Well, look at him.
Martinelli there, or play Reece there.
We got players. We've got players that have stunk it up. Martinelli today. Look at my man Jesus today on the floor, turning around, begging for penalties. You know, begging for calls. That's where we at. We got a game to win, and we're begging for calls. I mean, that's what I saw. Players just flailing to the ground today, just trying to get anything to get over the line. Please, anything that falls to the ground, sir. Anything that we'll take, anything that we can get.
Oh, please, VAR, give us.
Yeah,
something.
Please, just go look. Please, just something. That's where we are now, Lee. That's what we are.
Their best centre backs as well. Yeah, with concussion, he was fuming. Yeah, and they still. Listen, I know they fell apart a little bit in the last couple of minutes. Yeah, but why is it taking us 86 minutes or 83 minutes or whatever to start playing football, bro? We should be wiping the floor with them. Yeah, real talk. Yeah, and that's not being arrogant or cocky. They're bottom of the table for a reason. Yeah.
How many did City put on there?
In that first, until we scored that second goal, if you didn't know nothing about football and you said which team's going for the title, which team's fighting relegation, you'd think it's the other way around.
Yeah, that's the mentality, Lee, and that's what is. And to sum it all up, that's what it boils down to. The game of football is 99% mental, 1% physical, and this is what you see now. The mentality of this football club is not right. Well, Matt, where does the mentality come from? It comes from the top down. So that means that if it's coming from the top down, that means it comes from the owners down to the garlic, down to all the way down to Arteta, all the way down to the pitch. And this is why we crumble. When it counts, we crumble. When there's no pressure, we'll perform. But the minute there's a sprinkling of pressure, we fold like a wet envelope, man. And it's embarrassingly that we have had to sit here the entire year. And I want people to say, I'm gonna say this in closing. I want people to hear this fan cam, and I want you to think to yourself, because I used this earlier when I was talking on a chat earlier today. If we were coming from 5th place or 6th place and finished in 2nd place, then I could get behind that. But for you to tell me that we've led this thing most of the year, 11 points, 8 points, I mean, and pretty much in a situation where we just need to do what we need to do, and then to throw it away and finish 2nd place, 3, 6, 9, 12 points behind would be an absolute embarrassment. It's an embarrassment. And people need it, and someone has to pay the price for that. Who? Yeah, y'all figure it out, but somebody's head needs to be on top of them.
Yeah, players, manager, CEO. Yeah, bro, the CEO of Bayern's about to get sacked. Yeah, cool. And on that bombshell, we are out of here. Make sure you sub to the Southern Gooner, people. Love you always, bro. We're out of here. Laters.